Hare Hare.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Thursday. It is the 12th of February. It is Govinda Masa, Falguna Masa, and Krishna Paksha. So today is Ekadasi, and also Ekadashi is falling today. So today and tomorrow, but fasting is tomorrow. Yes, so apart from that, no other events today in the calendar. So we move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. So tomorrow is Ekadasi. So just accept. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Maitreya Muni speaking to Vidura. So Vidura has inquired about the to speak about the time factor. So in that sequence, so here Maitreya Muni started speaking about the all the creation, beginning of the creation. So that is the Sarga, and then later on the Visarga. So later on, primary creations like the starting from Mahatattva and three material modes of material nature, three modes of material nature, and then from there different kinds of elements from the goodness, mind, and the demigod got generated from the mode of passion, and all the senses got generated along with their knowledge, um, and also the presiding deities for each indriya. And then later on, from the mode of ignorance, all the Panchabhutas got generated. And then later on, Tanmatras and everything, one after another, they got created. Later on, Maitreya Muni also spoke about the Visarga, three creations like that Brahma, from Brahma, where he created these plants, trees, which are of low consciousness. Later on, the animals, and then human beings at the end. And then he also categorized different kinds of the demigods, like the so Dev Sarga Ashtavido Vibudaha Pituru Asuraha Gandharva Apsarasa Siddha Yaksha Rakshamsi Charanaha Bhota Preti Pishachasha Vidyadra Kinnaradaya Dasaiti Vidhakyataha Sargaste Visusurukrutaha. So he categorized all of them into the demigods categories. Later on, he started speaking about the Manvantras. Ataha param pravakshami vamshan manvantarani. So to speak about the Manvantaras. And evam rajaha plutaha srashta kalpadishu atma bhurharihi. Srujiti amoga sankalpa atmaiva atmanam atmanam. So Brahma, he has created without any gap. So here it is. The amoga sankalpaha. So that is the a completely determined endeavor to create the universe. Atmaiva Atmanam Atmana. So everything by the here Brahma is also created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the incarnation in the mode of passion for the creation purpose. Okay, so in such sequence, so with the 10th chapter was completed, and that is the creation and the divisions of the creation. In the 11th chapter of third canto, Maitreya Muni started speaking about the calculation of the time from the atom. So the atom, which is the minute particle which cannot be indivisible further, and also which is used to form different kinds of the forms in this universe. Whatever we see with our eyes, they're all combination of the atoms. But whenever any particle which cannot be indivisible further, that is called atom. But people, they think that their body is they themselves or their bodies like that. But actually, it is combination of the particle. And also here in oneness or in oneness, whenever anything is situated in the paramanu or indivisibles, that is called the kaivalyam. Kaivalyam or in oneness. Okay, so from from the atoms, different kinds of forms and whatever we see perceive in this material world, they all get formed. Okay, so Maitreya Muni started speaking about the paramanu. Later on, he would speak about the time factor. Okay, so this chapter name is calculation of time from the atom. Okay, so we are in Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 11, verse number 1. Maitreya Bhavacham चरमः विशेषाणाम् अनेको असंयुतः सदा परमाणुः सविज्ञेयो नृणाम् ऐक्यं भ्रमो यतः चरमः सद्विशेषाणाम् Charamah. So Maitreya Muni saying Charamah is the ultimate thing. Sadvisheshanam, the symptoms. Aneka asamyutaha sada. Aneka innumerable asamyutaha unmixed. Element which is unmixed. That is the paramanu. So aneko asamyutaha sada. Always it is innumerable particles and unmixed ones. Paramanuhu savijneyo. Paramanuhu, the atoms. Parama anuhu. Anu, it is the minute particle. Atom. Savijñoyo, that should be understood. Paramanuhu. Savijñoyo. Drunam aikya brahmoyataha. Drunam of men. Aikya oneness. Brahmaha mistaken. Yataha from which. Okay, so likewise. Charmaha sad visheshanam. Aneko asamyitaha sada. Paramanuhu savijñoyo. Drunam aikya brahmoyataha. Translation. The material manifestation's ultimate particle, which is indivisible and not formed into a body, is called the atom. It exists always as an indivisible identity. Even after the dissolution of all forms, the material body is but a combination of such atoms, but it is misunderstood by the common man. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Meena Mataji to read purport, please?
Hare Krishna. The atomic description of the Srimad Bhagavatam is almost the same as the modern science of atomism, and this is further described in the Parman, Parman, Parmanuvada of Kananda. In modern science, also the atom is accepted as the ultimate invisible particle of which the universe is composed. Srimad Bhagavatam is the full text of all descriptions of knowledge, including the theory of atomism. The atom is the minute subtle from the form of eternal time. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So in this purport, Srila Prabhupada is describing, so even modern science also inherited the similar knowledge from the Vedic injunctions. In the modern science, there is no words at all. In the science, there are no words, but they have got, so how this knowledge is propagated into this material world, everything comes from the Veda science, starting from the alphabets. starting from alphabets, Omkara, and alphabets come from Omkara, Akaram, Ukaram, and Makaram. So that is all the alphabets. They started from the Vedic injunctions. The modern science they have inherited somewhere, and then they have been branched and then started doing their own experiments. But everything comes from the Vedic injunctions. All our rishis, they are our legacy. They have started. This is starting from Brahma. Brahma asurja sumukato yushmanatma paripsaya chendomai hatopo vidya yoga yuktan alampatan. So that is the way that knowledge has been descended from top to bottom. And later on, it has been branched by different people, so many rishis, and they give to their disciples and their disciples and disciples. They have distributed all of them throughout the world, especially in India, but later on, due to the time factor, different circumstances, people have been scattered and they have formed their own languages. Otherwise, even to say some alphabets, where does that sound come from? So everything comes from the Vedic injunctions. So that we see in the Srimad Bhagavatam when Sutta Goswami describes how these Vedas have been described. Vyasadeva, and then he spoke to his disciples, his disciples, his disciples, and then later on. That is how. But before Vyasadeva also, there was Valmiki in the Ramayana period. Before that, even Parashurama was there. So that knowledge was descending from top to bottom. And even Bhagavad Gita from Ikshvaku time onwards. So that is Vaivasthumanu and then Ikshvaku in that period. So many people they have got that knowledge, and later on, various circumstances like Parashurama, he has been chasing all these kings who are not pious and who are opposing the Brahmanic culture. So at that time, so many Aryans they have been scattered here and there in this world. So that is how people have been. But once they have gone, they have got again branched into different kinds of languages and forms the way that we could see. So here, modern science also taking the paramanu calculations. So they are also accepting this. And here, this is further described by the Kannada in the Paramanuvada. And then, so this is Paramanu is the particle of which the universe is composed in the Sri Brahma Samhita. It is described that Ekopyasau Rachitum Jagadanda Kotim Yachakvirasti Jagadanda Chaya Yadantaha Andantarastam Paramanu Chayantarastam Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So this universe is Brahmanda and it is formed by the starting from the Paramanu. So many forms are created. And it is described Ekopyaso Rajitum Jagadanda Kotim Yachakvirasya Jagadanda Chaya Yadantaha Andantarasta Paramanu Chayantarastam. The Lord enter even into the Paramanu as well. Okay, so that is the Lord's inconceivable energy. Okay, so that indivisible particle of this, which of the particle is called paramanu, from which everything is forming, different forms, and also the universe. Srimad Bhagavatam is the full text of all descriptions of knowledge, including the theory of atomism. So the atom is the minute subtle form of eternal time. So this is the time. Atom is the minute subtle form of eternal time. Again, later on, we will see the entire this chapter. It describes mostly technical details, but we shall go further. And also the sun movement calculations, the time it takes for the sun to cross over one paramanu. So that is also calculated. Okay, so here charmaha sad visheshanam aneko asamvitaha sada paramanuhu savijñayo nrunamaikya brahmoyataha. Nrunamaikya brahmoyataha. And then further, the similar kind of meaning here, Maitreya Muni further says that this is called padhartasya. Satayeva padhartasya surupa avasitasya yat kaivalyam param mahan avishosho nirantaraha. And this ingredient padarthasya of the physical bodies. So satayeva padarthasya of the effective manifestation, certainly padarthasya of physical bodies. Surupa avasthitasya yet Surupa avasthitasya, staying in the same form even to the time of dissolution. This is paramanu. This is description of the paramanu. Yet, and whatever is that which Kaivalyam Paramamahan. Kaivalyam is oneness, Parama, the supreme, Mahan, unlimited. Avisheshaha is the forms, Nirantaraha, eternally. Okay, so this is again, atoms are the ultimate state of the manifest universe. So when they stay in their own forms without forming different bodies, they're called unlimited oneness. This is Kaivalyam Paramamahan, unlimited oneness. So, and there are certainly different bodies in physical forms, but the atoms, they themselves form the complete manifestation. Just here it is describing that atom is the starting for the entire universe manifestation. Okay, this is sada eva padarthasya swarupa avasthitasya yat kaivalyam paramamahan avishesho nirantaraha. Sometimes as soon as we see kaivalyam, we may think that some impersonalists, they wanted to merge into this one, merge into impersonalism or oneness. Immediately our brain may thinking like that. Here it is described atoms. This is also material thing. Atoms are the ultimate state of manifest. This is manifest universe. When they stay in their own forms without forming different bodies, they are called unlimited oneness. So there are certainly different bodies in physical forms, but atoms themselves form the complete manifestation. But there is no purport for this shloka. So that is again Maitreya Muni is speaking like that. Satayeva padarthasya surupa avasistasya yat kaivalyam param mahan avishesho nirantaraha. But here, whenever we speak about in the Vaikuntha planets, kaivalyam muttimat. So there it is described, kaivalyam iha muttimat. They have got different forms, but this is in the spiritual body. Here in this material world, it is speaking. Maitreya Muni says that Kaivalyam in oneness, Parama Mahan, the supreme, unlimited. Mahan. Avisheshaha, Nirantaraha. So the atoms themselves form the complete manifestation. Okay, so here in what we can understand, it is the minute particle at the moment, from which everything manifests in this material world. Okay, so can I request dear devotees kindly to recite line by line from these two shlokas? Maitreya uvacha
Maitreya
Maitreya
Uvacha
Uvacha
charamaha sadvisheshanam
Charamagya
Sadavisheshanam
aneko asamyitaha sada
Neko
Aneko
Siddhita
Samayutaha
Sada
Satha
paramanuhu savijñeyo
Paramanuhu Savigneyo
nrunamaikya brahmo yataha.
Aikya Brahmo Yataha.
Again, Maitreya uvacha
Maitreya
Maitreya Uvacha
Uvacha
charamaha sadvisheshanam
Charamaha Sadvisheshanam
Charamagya
aneko asamyitaha sada
Eko Asamyutaha
Asamyata
Satha
Sada
paramanuhu savijñeyo
Paramanuhu Savigneyo
nrunamaikya brahmo yataha.
Nunam Aikya Brahmo Yataha.
Once more. Maitreya uvacha
मैत्रेय उवाच
चरमः सद्विशेषाणाम्
चरमः सद्विशेषाणाम्
अनेको असंयुतः सदा
अनेको असंयुतः सदा
परमाणुः सविज्ञेयो
परमाणुः सविज्ञेयो
नृणामैक्याभ्रमो यतः।
नृणामैक्यो भ्रमो यतः।
Very beautiful. You can request devotees kindly take it and to recite. Swarup Prabhuji, would you like to go first?
Yeah, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. Maitreya Uvacha Charama Sad Visheshanam Aneko Asam Yuta Sada Paramanu Sa Vigneo Naranam Aiko Brahmo Yataha.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Debashis Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Maitreya Uvacha Charamana Shat Visheshanam Aneko Shamoitya Shada Paramanu Shat Vishayo Namo Aikyo Brahmo Yata.
This is Vigneyo. Paramanhu Sabigneyo.
Paramanu Shat Vigneyo.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Gaurangi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Maitreya Vacha Charamaha Sadabhisinama Aniko Samayuta Sada Paramanu Sabigeyo Nirnamaikya Brahmo Yataha. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Maitreya Uvacha Charamaha Sadvisheshanam Aneko Samyutaha Sada Parmanuha Savigneyo Nrunam Aikya Brahmo Yataha. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Meena Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Maitreya Uvacha Charamasati Sesana Charanam Sati Seshanam Aneko Sanyutta Sada Paramanu Savigneyo Mekyam Brahmo Yata. Hare Krishna.
This Charamaha Sadvisheshanam.
Charanam
Sadvisheshanam.
Sadviseshanam
Charamaha Sadvisheshanam.
Charanama Sadviseshanam
Charamaha
Charamaha Sadviseshanam
Visheshanam.
Charanama Sadviseshanam
Aneko Asamyutaha Sada. This is Asamyutaha. There is apostrophe before it. Yes.
Aneko Asayunta Sada
Asamyutaha Sada.
Ko Asayunta Sada Paramanu Savigneyo Nuna Ekya Brahmo Yata.
Very good. You want to do once again, Mataji?
Okay. Charama Sati Sisenatma Aneko Asayuta Sada Paramanu Savigneyo Nunamekya Brahmo Yataha.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhavati Saci Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Maitreya Uvacha Charamaha Sadvisheshanam Aneko Asamyutaha Sada Paramanu Savigneyo Rinam Aikyo Brahmo Yataha. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Rajyalakshmi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Maitreya Uvacha Charamaha Sadviseshanam Aneko Asamyutaha Sadham Paramanahu Savigneyo Dunam Aikyam Brahmo Yataha. Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Sanchita Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Maitreya Uvacha Charamaha Sadvisheshamu Savigyeyo Nrinam Aikyo Brahmo Yataha. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Maitreya Uvacha चरमः सद्विशेषाणाम् अनेको असंयुतः सदा परमाणुः सविज्ञेयो द्रोणामेक्य यतः. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. And I'm sure would you also read the translation, Mataji, please?
Yes, sir. The material manifestations, ultimate particles, which is invisible and not formed into a body, is called the atom. It exists always as an invisible identity, even after the dissolution of all forms. The material body is but a combination of such atoms, but it is misunderstood by the common man. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, we shall move on to the next shloka as well. सत एव पदार्थस्य स्वरूपा अवस्थितस्य यत् कैवल्यं परममहान् अविशेषो निरन्तरः. Okay, again, the devotees, kindly repeat line by line. सत एव पदार्थस्य
Tata eva
Sataiva
Satayeva
Padarthasya
Padarthasya
स्वरूपा अवस्थितस्य यत्
Sarupa
Sarupa
Swarupa
Avastitya
Avatistaya Yat
yat
Avastitasya Yat
कैवल्यं परममहान्
kaivalyam
Kaivalyam
Kevalam
Paramamaham
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 अविशेषो निरन्तरः.
Avisesho
Vitu
Avisesho
Nirantaraha
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 Again, सत एव पदार्थस्य
Tata Eva
Sataiva
Satayeva
Padarthasya
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 स्वरूपा अवस्थितस्य यत्
Sarupa
Rupa
Swarupa
Avastya
Avastitya
Avastatasya Yat
कैवल्यं
Avastitasya
परममहान्
kaivalyam
Kaivalyam Paramamaham
paramamaham
अविशेषो निरन्तरः.
Avisesho
avishesho
Nirantaraha
nirantaraha
Continue. सत एव पदार्थस्य
Tata
Satateva
Eva
Sataiva
Padarthasya
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 स्वरूपा अवस्थितस्य यत्
Sarupa
Swarupa
Sarupa
Avastya Yat
Avastitasya
Avastitya
Yat
कैवल्यं परममहान्
kaivalyam
Kevalam
Paramamaham
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 अविशेषो निरन्तरः.
Vitu
avishesho
Nirantaraha
nirantaraha.
Very beautiful. Can I request the devotees take a turns to recite? Swarup Prabhuji, again, would you like to go first?
Sure, Prabhu. Sata eva padarthasya sarupavastitas yat kaivalam paramamahan avisheshu nirantaraha.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Debashis Prabhuji, please.
Krishna Prabhu. Sata eva paratesha sarvapurushatayat kaivalya parama mahan avishya nirantaraha. Haribol.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Gaurangi Mataji, please.
Okay, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sataiva Padarthasya Surupavasthitasya Yata Kivalyam Paramamaha Aviseso Nirantaraha. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. तथैव पदार्थस्य स्वरूपावस्थितस्य यत् Kaivalyam param mahan avishesho. Sorry, Kaivalyam param mahan avishesho nirantaraha.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Meena Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Sataiva padatashya swarupava avastistasya. Sataiva padatashya swarupavavastistasya yat kevalyam paramamaha aviseso nirantaraha.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Rajyalakshmi Mataji, please.
Sataiva padarthasya swarupavasthitasya yat kaivalyam paramamahan avisesho nirantaraha. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhavati Saci Mataji, please.
सतयैव पदार्थस्य स्वरूप अवस्थितस्य यत् कैवल्यं परममहान् अविशेषो निरन्तरः.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Yes, thank you, Hare Krishna. Sata eva padarthasya swarupa avasthitasya yat kaivalyam paramamahana avishesho nirantaraha. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Sanchita Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Sata eva padarthasya swarupa avasthistasya yat kaivalyam paramo mahan avishesho nirantaraha. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Also, would you like to read the translation, Mataji?
Thank you, Prabhu. Atoms are the ultimate state of the manifest universe. When they stay in their own forms without forming different bodies, they are called unlimited oneness. There are certainly different bodies in physical form, but the atoms themselves form the complete manifestation. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. So this paramanu is the ultimate, the lowest particle which cannot be divided. So whenever these atoms combine together one after another, two atoms called one anu, three anus called one trasarenu, and the time for the sun. So these trasarenus, we can see them when they're floating in the sky, in the air, and when the sunlight falling through the window, there we see the small particles will be floating. So these are trasarenus. And the sun movement to cross one particular, it is calculated. Okay, so that is the combination of atoms, and based on that, time is properly calculated. Okay, so time for human beings in one particular, it is everything is relative. Brahma's time is relative, ants' time is relative. There are all of different kind of combinations of the atoms. Okay, that is Maitreya Muni is going to speak on that one very detailed in later in the chapter. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Today, related to Shyam Sundara, March 5th, 1971, Bombay. Okay, can I request any unallocated devotees to read this letter, please? Rajyalakshmi Mataji wanted to read.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, thank you. My dear Samasundara, please accept my blessings. I thank you very much for your letter dated 2nd March 1971. It is very encouraging. I have received one telegram from Hamsadutta. It is understood he has personally gone to Jaipur to take the deities and he will personally take them to Bombay. So there is no anxiety for the deities. You can go on preparing the throne and dress very gorgeously. Regarding going to Madras, it may be postponed for the time being. We are thinking of going to Mayapur, then of course, we shall follow your instruction. As scheduled, I shall reach Bombay by 15th March, and I shall let you know the exact time in due course. For the time being, all my mails may be sent to this Calcutta address. Hoping you are all well. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Postscript: why have you not sent the articles of, it is very urgent. Why have you not sent the articles of the Association of the Society? It is very urgent. Please send immediately. Also, please send 25 copies of the membership information pamphlets. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway point, Mataji, from here?
Yeah, Prabhu. I think it seems to be the new deities installation in Mumbai. So I think Shyama Sundar Das, Prabhupada is addressing to Shyama Sundar Das. I think someone is going, I think Shyama Sundara is going. I have received, sorry, Hamsa Dutta is going to take the deities personally from the Jaipur. Then he will travel again to Bombay. So he's mentioning there would not be no anxiety for the deities. So he's referring to Shyama Sundar. He can start preparing the throne and also dress the deities very gorgeously. And with regards to his trip to Madras, he is mentioning, Prabhupada is mentioning, first he wants to go to Mayapur, then he will give the instruction to Syama Sundara at what time he will be reaching. I think first he's going to Mayapur, then to Bombay, then he will let him know, okay, when he will be going to Chennai, Madras. So, and he clearly called out all his, whatever the mails Shyama Sundaram will be writing in the due course will be sent to Calcutta address. And also he left a very important note with regards to the articles of the association, and he clearly mentioned it's urgent, and he is requesting him to send immediately, and also along with the 25 copies of the membership information. Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Any other comments, dear devotee? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So Prabhupada is describing all these details to Shyama Sundara to prepare the throne and the dress gorgeously for the deities bringing from the Jaipur. Okay, so and then further administrative points. Okay, that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, today evening we have got 6:30 p.m. again evening japa session, and then 8 p.m. Krishna book session. Yeah, and coming Saturday we have got Bhagavad Gita session. Okay, these are our upcoming events. And again, just a reminder for the Lakshmi contribution towards the Zoom, and then Hebrew cows, and also the Bari place. Okay, that's all updates from me. And the devotees, if you have got any updates or anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly do so. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, just an interesting fact about, like, how you were saying that every language has come from the Vedas, and that's the root one. So yesterday, like, my son, he's learning a bit of Spanish in their primary school, and they were learning colors. And yesterday, he was saying how in Sanskrit, the orange color is called narangaha, and in Spanish also, like, interesting enough, they call naranja. So, like, same. So we understand, like, from these examples that, yeah, so many languages have taken from the root language Sanskrit. Just wanted to share that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, everything comes from the alphabets everything, but according to their time, their circumstances, they branched out and they customized themselves. Thank you, Mataji, for sharing it. Anything else, dear devotee? Okay, there are no further updates. Then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण कॉन्शियस डे। हरे कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर